We're turning these nostalgia cookies, you know, the cute little circus animals we all grew up eating as kids, and turning them into the easiest, most delicious cookie balls. No baking, barely any mess, let's get started. First things first, we need 15 ounces of these Circus Animal Cookies. That's close enough. Using a food processor, we're going to crush them up into fine crumbs. If you don't have a food processor, you can also do this with a rolling pin and a gallon Ziploc baggie. I had to do this in batches since I opted for the smaller food processor. If you have a bigger one, you should be able to get it all done in one go. Once your cookies have been finely crushed, transfer them to a large bowl. To the bowl, we need one 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. And that's it. We have our cookie ball base. To combine the two ingredients, I highly recommend using a hand or stand mixer. You can mix it by hand with a spatula, but you'll soon realize it's a lot of work. Once all of the cream cheese has been fully mixed in, it's time to roll these into balls. I'm using a standard size cookie scooper. This is about 1.5 tablespoons. Scoop out the mixture, roll it into a ball like so, and then place it on some parchment paper or foil, whichever you have that's handy. Now I find, for something like this, it's just easier to scoop out all of your balls and toss them onto the parchment or foil before rolling them. Once you have all of your balls scooped out, start rolling them. So that they're not completely soft when we go to dip them in chocolate, we're just going to stick them in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes. This will help firm them up a bit. For our chocolate, you have several options to choose from. I prefer using this brand. It's called Make and Mold, and you can find it at Hobby Lobby. We're also going to need some festive sprinkles that match the sprinkles on the actual cookie. To melt our chocolate, we're going to add our colors to our bowls, and then add in anywhere from 1 to 2 teaspoons of any flavorless, odorless oil. I'm going to go with vegetable oil for this one. We're going to microwave each bowl separately for 1 to 2 minutes, stirring every 20 seconds or so the chocolate doesn't burn. Once your chocolate has melted, it should look something like this. The chocolate runs off the spoon, it looks dippable and ready to go. Grab a cookie ball, toss it into the melted chocolate, and using a spoon, make sure your cookie ball is completely covered in chocolate before fishing it out with a fork. Using a butter knife, gently scooch your chocolate-coated cookie ball off the fork and onto some parchment paper, or foil in my case. Super easy, right? If at any point you notice your chocolate isn't flowing off the spoon, it might be because the chocolate in the bowl is starting to set, which makes sense because technically, as we're dipping the cookie balls, we're also cooling down our chocolate, since we did just pull these out of the fridge. Not to worry, you can reheat your chocolate in the microwave. I'd recommend for 20 seconds, twice should do the trick. Once you've dipped half of your cookie balls in one color, you might have some of that color left over. Don't toss it, we want to save it. We will be using it later to drizzle over the opposite color cookie ball. Repeat the same process with the new color. In the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes, stirring every 20 seconds so the chocolate doesn't burn. If this is your first time dipping anything in chocolate and you're wondering why I added in the oil to the chocolate, I did it to thin out the chocolate. This helps the chocolate flow more smoothly. Depending on the brand of chocolate you get, some brands are still very chunky and thick when melted. Adding a little bit of oil helps thin this out, thereby making anything you dip, in my experience, far easier to dip and work with. Once all of your cookie balls have been dipped, it's time to move on to the next step, the drizzle step. To a piping bag or sandwich baggie, dump in any leftover melted chocolate. Snip off the tip, and before you start decorating your cookie balls, test out your drizzle line, and if it's too small, cut off a bit more. This looks good. Whatever color you're holding, drizzle that over the opposite colored cookie ball, like so. And while your drizzle is still wet, shake on some sprinkles. Really load on the sprinkles, we want these to pop. Do the same with the other color. As you see here, the chocolate looks all clumpy. To the microwave with you. For the last finishing touch, I bought these mini baking cups, or candy liners, whatever you want to call them, from Hobby Lobby. Doesn't this look cute? As a side note, if the chocolate on your cookie ball puddled and made a mess, you can always clean up your cookie ball. Just snap off any extra bits and you're good to go. And there you have it. Animal Circus cookie balls ready to enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comments section, and I'll happily answer them to the best of my abilities. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next video.